You want to build muscle and lose fat at the same time, moving from this to this. But you're asking yourself, is this possible? And if so, how? Well, usually we're used to bulking, where you're on a caloric surplus and thus building more muscle mass, or cutting where you're in a caloric deficit and lose body fat. The most common way in order to achieve a body recomposition, which is this, is to go on a bulking diet in order to build more size, then moving to a cutting diet in order to strip off any excess fat. And the other option is vice versa, but this process takes time, unless we use steroids. No, I am not recommending any use of steroids. But what if I told you there is a quicker, more natural and more optimal way to achieve this? Well, the first step is to identify the right amount of calories you need daily. Usually the law of weight loss is that you just need to completely be on a caloric deficit in order to get rid of fat, which is true, but not ideal if you're trying to build muscle at the same time, due to the fact that this greatly reduces your muscle protein synthesis and your performance at the gym, since the fuel your muscle needs to grow is just not there. So how do you map out the correct number of calories you specifically need? Well, you want to make sure that if you are a lean individual, then you should keep your caloric intake slightly above maintenance level. And if you have more body fat, then keep your caloric intake slightly below maintenance level, at about 5 to 20%. And the way to calculate this is by multiplying your body by 31 to 35 in kilos, or multiply your body weight by 14 to 16 if you measured in pounds. If you're obese looking to strip off body fat, you can set an even larger caloric deficit of about 30 to 40%, seeing that your body already has plenty of energy to draw from your fat stores. And what about your macros? Protein. Your body breaks down protein and amino acids routinely. If you consume less protein, then you'll be in a negative nitrogen balance, which is not what you want when you're trying to build muscle. What you're looking for is to consume more protein than your body breaks down, in order to be in a positive nitrogen balance, which is exactly what your body needs in order to build muscle. A study that further supports this was carried out, showing that subjects with higher protein intake managed to still build muscle while simultaneously losing fat, regardless of how large their caloric deficit was. The protein intake you're looking for is around 0.8 grams per pound of body weight, or 1.6 grams per kilo of body weight. You also want to make sure that you get most of your caloric source from carbs and fat. To be more specific, more of carbs, as this will provide more energy to help you boost your performance at the gym. Step 2. Your training. As mentioned before in one of our previous videos, you need to induce mechanical tension in order to grow muscle. And furthermore, you need to progressively overload your muscle in order to expose it to new and higher stimulus than what they're already used to, by creating high and prolonged tensions onto your muscle fibers from lifting heavier and heavier weights over time, which increases what we're looking for, and that is mechanical tension. And to add on that, you want to set your splits, exercise execution such as the tempo and reps from time to time. This will spark a whole new stimulus onto your muscles, helping you build muscle even further as you continue to lose fat. Studies have shown that switching from low to moderate to high rep ranges from time to time will not only help your body avoid adapting to the resistance, but will also help activate different muscle pathways. So keep alternating between those rep ranges. Step 3. Optimize your nutrition timing. Timing and spacing out your meals evenly is very crucial, especially during times where your muscles are in need of fuel. This is a 2020 study that clearly shows the importance of spreading out your protein intake throughout the day. That was carried between two groups, which compared the results of protein synthesis between the evenly spread out protein intake and the other group, which took protein but unevenly spread out. Results showed that the group with evenly spread out protein intake experienced more body recomposition and more protein synthesis with some muscle gains, while the unevenly spread out protein group experienced 0.3% body fat gain with much less muscle gains, and protein synthesis than the other group. So even if you force in most of the protein into 2 meals a day, that wouldn't be as effective as evenly spreading them out to say 3 to 4 meals per day, irregardless of the fact that the caloric intake will still be the same at the end of the day. To simplify this even further, the best times for you to take in your meals would be in the morning, before your workout, after your workout, and before you sleep. Better yet, taking in enough protein and carbs in close range around your workout, as studies have shown this to significantly damp down cortisol response levels, which is the enemy when it comes to building muscle, thus increasing protein synthesis and chances of building more muscle. As time progresses, you should notice an increase in strength at the gym, bigger muscle circumference, and smaller waist at the same time, with a lot more growth staring your way than before. Well, maybe. To summarize everything we've covered, you need to know and stick to the correct amount of calories, restructure your training plan, and optimize your nutrition. Don't forget to check out this video where we're discussing the use of protein supplement in depth in order to help you further grow muscle, thus supplementing your whole body recomposition program. Thanks for watching and see you again on the next video.